Hello and welcome to my channel. Let's learn together. So if you're new to my channel, please have a look at the series of Server 2022 series, the playlist I've made, and I have a lot of videos in it, which if you watch it and follow it, it'll take some of your time, but it's worth watching it because whatever I'm just showing, it's related to the real work, workplaces, environment, experience that I have over the years. And the only purpose I've made this channel is to, the things that I was missing when I was just watching channels and looking for the study materials. I just, gathered them together with my experience over the years. So, the main purpose of these videos are to empower you guys. So whenever you go to any workplace or you get an employee, in IT industry, if it's related to networks or system administration, so these are the basic things that you see in real actual world environment. So having said that, my today's video, it's about, if you're following along with it, so you will know that in the last video I've shown how to fix the temp profile issue. Especially you will have a lot if you're working in any domain environment where clients, whether they're having a roaming profile or not, every now and then we get tickets related to temporary profile issues, and there are a lot of reasons for it. Sometimes they not power off computer, sometimes it shut down, whatever happens, maybe electricity interruption, whatever the reason is. But they come up with this issue of temporary profile. So I've shown it like how you can fix it, in my last video. Okay, so in this video, the main aim of this video is that we got a requirement in which we are told that, like our boss tells us, head of department, IT director, whatever, manager, they tell you that create some scenario in which we have one general drive. By general drive means it should be mapped to everyone. For this demonstration, I have only linked it to 2 OUs, but the concept is that we need to have one general drive that having multiple subfolders, and it's mapped to everyone. But when they log into it, for example, from their department, if the IT guy logins to his computer, not domain joint computer, so they will see that G drive or general drive, and they will have multiple folders in it, but they will only have access to the folder they are allowed. For example, IT guys can only work with IT and sales can work with the sales, but they can see all the folder. And why would they see all the folders? Because if we need to allow cross-folder, access between departments, we can do that. So that's one condition. The other condition is that we need to have each user a home folder where they can keep or save their data. That's very common in today's, workplaces. And the last requirement is that we need to have a roaming profile. So when user log into one computer or another computer, they will have the same desktop experience. So that's what roaming profile does. If they put something on their one desktop, if they log in from the same domain environment, some other client with their own login, they will see their own desktop again on someone else's computer. So that's the main purpose of roaming profile. So that's just a general overview. Besides that, I have a domain controller, a file server, storage server, and 2 client computer. And on file or storage server, I have, folders, 3 folders. One for general drive, which is further having subfolder of sales and IT. One folder by the name of roaming profile, and one folder by the name of home folder. So these are 3 folders on our storage or file server. So that's we're gonna map to the end user. That's the main agenda of this video. So let me show you my storage server. That's by the name of RTS, and I have two drives in it. One is C and one is E. Inside E, I have general drive, like I explained, one home folder and one roaming file. I have nothing done. It's just plain folders. Inside general drive, I have two subfolders, IT and sales. The other one is home folder, it's empty, and the last one is for the roaming profiles. Alright, so let me show you my domain. Okay, if I open Active Directory users and computers, so that's I have two OUs by the name sales and IT, both having two users each, like IT1, IT2, sales1, sales2, along with the security group by the sales group name and IT group name. And these users are joined to this IT group. And one more, I have OU by the name of IT sales computer, in which I have two domain joined clients. They are just domain joined clients. Nothing has been done on it. Simply they are joined to domain. These are Windows 10 client computers. So that's the whole infrastructure. So if I look at this, I'll start from I'll start from top-down approach. I'll start with general drive, then home folder, and then roaming profile. So let's begin. I'm on my file server. So first thing first, I'll right click on this drive, properties, and go to selecting the E drive. So come here and I select this drive, right click, properties, and there we go, general drive properties. We go into sharing, advanced sharing, allow it by its name being picked up automatically. Go to permission, everyone allowed. The reason I'm giving everyone allowed, because later on inside the subfolder, the general drive having subfolder, so I'll limit the permission, so it will be marked or mapped to everyone. That's what we want, that's a requirement. But the second requirement is the security, which we will implement as an NTFS permission. I'll show you, and that's on the subfolder. So firstly we share it with everyone permission, apply, okay. So first thing has been done, we just shared it. Let me show you. Now the important part is, and that is going inside it. So we have two folders, and here we will implement the permission and security. Start with the IT. I'll right click it, go to properties. Since it has inherited from the parent permission of sharing that we have given, but we'll go into security and advanced. Here we'll just disable inheritance, and we have removed all those access that we have previously given. So remove. It's more like granular, granular way to implement permission. So remove. We only left with that. So I'll click on that. And since for the IT, so I'll select the IT security group that I've shown you in my Active Directory. IT group. The group has been selected. Okay. And only this group should have access to only IT folder. So I'll select this folder only, so it will only apply to IT. Click here, and I'll just uncheck and only allow this limited permission that you can give to someone. So you can see it's allowed this folder only with these permission. Okay, there we go. The special, this folder, apply, and okay. So we're done with the IT. Now right click sales property. It's already shared. We go to security, advanced NTFS permission. We disable inheritance. So we remove the inherited permission that we applied using the parent group when we selected to share with everyone. So it allowed it for the everyone. So now inside subfolder, we just removing that inheritance. On the top it exists, but inside subfolder we are just removing it. So remove. We're left with this plain folder, and it's a sales. So select that, principal, same as before, group, select the group, again this folder only, advanced permission, and only they can create folder, they can delete, and they have a read permission. That's the minimum permission I would say that you can give to someone. Okay, and apply. So that's it. We have a parent folder, then we have subfolder, and subfolder we just implemented, we removed the inheritance and only provided the groups that they should have access to it. Yeah. So we're done with this part. The first requirement has been done. Yeah, we must test it. That I will do. But generally speaking, in the point of view regarding configuration, I have done the first part of general drive. Now that's a home folder. Right click, go to sharing, again advanced sharing, share this folder, and I'll put the $sign here. So I'll show you the reason for that $sign later on, but for the home folder I'll put it to make it secure. How? I'll show you. Go to permissions, and here permission everyone. Fair enough. Okay, apply. Okay, so it come up with everyone permission. Now again, security and advanced. That's called NTFS permission. Now here I'll disable the inheritance. There we go. Remove. That's it. Now what we need to add to groups. So I'll add IT and sales, just like previously we did. Sorry, IT group. There we go. Click here, and no, we just limit it with the same permissions. So they have limited permission, like I did in previous, yeah, and to this folder only, because it's a home folder for each user. So they will have only, they can see only that folder, and they'll have, these are the permission they can work with. Yeah, apply. Okay, and again add same, this time sales group. Select check names, done. Come here and check all these options. Select these 4. Okay, and to this folder only for the sales. Okay, apply, and okay. So that's how we done with the second part. It's a home folder. And third is roaming profile. Again, right click, properties, sharing, yes, advanced. Fair enough. Properties, everyone. Okay, apply, okay, to security. Come here, disable inheritance, yes. Remove the domain users. Add special principal name. One is IT group. Select it here. Sorry, it's ITGRO. So okay, and this folder only, because it's a roaming profile, so they'll only have access to it. Yeah, and okay, so yeah, come here and again with these permissions to this folder. Okay, and same for sales group. Check names. Okay, this folder, clear all. You can just clear it like this way as well, or you can just uncheck from here as well. So I'll select same 4 permissions. I've applied to every folder, to this folder only, and okay, just make sure it's folder, this folder, 2 groups, apply, yeah, okay, and okay. So dear friends, we have done with all these 3 folders with regarding the permission. Now the rest all work is from the domain, where we need to apply this remaining configuration. But before that, I need to tell you something regarding roaming profile. When the user first log in to the machine, for example this client 1 or client 2, these are the domain joined machine. So when they log into these machine, the system, the machine creates a profile, and then it's been loaded on this file server, file share. So once it's created, then the administrators of the domain, even if you're enterprise administrator, you can see the profile folder, but you cannot access it. So That's at times frustrating, because if you try to gain access to that folder, you have to break or enable inheritance, and all the settings, granular level setting you have done, they'll be replaced. So again, if you need to set it back after removing it, you have to do the same work again. So before the profile created, because it's not created yet because the user hasn't been logged in yet. So what I need to do, I'll run a command, or I'll create a GPO simply, and I'll link to the client computer. So for that, let me show the command. So that's the name of GPO. You can name it as you like, but that's the name I've selected, and this is the profile path where you need to enable this GPO and then link it later. So I'll open up the Active Directory user computer, group policy management. I'll extend the forest domains, and that's my domain and everything in it. So we can see the group policy object. I'll right click here, create a new policy. Since I've selected the name, I'll paste it here. You can name it whatever you like, or for your ease or understanding, and select OK. And then I select this again, I'll edit it. So this policy is relating to computers, so preference, and let me check the path again. Policies and template system. Okay. Sorry. There we are. Policies. State template. System. Looking for user profiles. There we go. VS extended. Let me let me extend it, and there you see the top policy here. It says add the administrator security group to the roaming user profile. Like I had explained before, if you don't enable it, you won't have an access to it, and then there is other way around of it. But let's go with this way. We'll enable it, and that's all we need to enable it. Apply, and then okay. So it's enabled, as you can see. Close it. Now we need to link it to the client computers. Like my client computers are here in the IT sales computer. So I'll right click on it. I say link existing GPO, and I select the GPO which I just created. So apply and okay, that's it. So we're going step by step. So first policy applied, I'll type CMT and GP update /force. So I've done this thing because if you forget it and the user profile is created, then you can't access it. That's why. So the sooner better approach. Okay, so we're done with it. Now, if you look at the RDS computer, let's start with the general drive. Right click, properties, and sharing, select the path. So we need to map it. We'll use the mapping GPO now. Again, open up the GPO, policy management. So again, click on group policy object and create a new GPO. Link it to map general drive IT, and then we'll use for the sales as well. Okay, click it, edit it, and user configuration, preference, Windows setting, we have map drive. Right click, open map drive. Here we need to create it. Action should be created, and path is general drive. Fair enough. And I'll use the vector G for it. So when it's mapped, it will look by the name G. And in common, I'll select item level targeting. It helps us to allow it to, there are so many options that if you look at it, it's domain, IP scheme, LDAP, query, RAM, registry match, security group. So you can try with it if you like. So I'll go with the simple one, and that's group policy. Groups, security groups. Select it and type IT, because we are mapping it for IT, and IT GRP, GRO, check names, I'll complete the name, okay, and okay, apply, and okay. So we created one GPO, that's for the IT OU. Now the same for the sales, so I'll right click, new, and again the same name, let gen drive sales. Again right click, edit, preference, computer setting, it's in the user profile because we map drive to user profile, right? So map, new, map drive, again create, action should be create, the path is same, yeah, letter is same, to common, again our 10 level targeting, select new item, and here we select the security group, again browse, and here we need to type sales, sale group. There we go. All you need to select OK, apply, and OK. Close it. So we got two policies. Let's link them to their respective OUs. IT, so right click IT, link existing GPO, select the IT. OK. Same for the sales. Right click, link existing GPO, and select the sales one. So we done with this part. First part has been done. Again, type cmd and gp updates/force. So at least the domain will force it. All we need to, gp update from the client side or the other machine side. From the from the domain side, we have already pushed these policies. So at least you'll be in a piece from domain point of view. Okay. So I have done with this part. Now it's a home folder one. Right click properties, again sharing, and select the path. Because we already have done the hard part of settings, so now we just need to select the path and apply on domain controller. So again we need to select group policy, and since this for the home folder, so we come to each OU. For example, IT, select both users, copy properties, profile, again let me confirm it's the home folder. So select the home folder, checkbox, connect, select the drive letter. In my case I'll select edge, and I just paste the path with %, username, %. So the user is created by itself this way. So yeah, looks good. Apply and OK. So they both got the profile. Let me show you. Properties, profile, and there you can see. So it's like the collective way to select all of them and apply rather than going one by one. And same I'll do with the sales. Select them all, right click, properties, go to profile, again select the home folder, select connect, get the drive letter edge, and again paste the path. Again /, %, username, and %. Apply, OK, and let me check one user, properties. Yeah, it's there. So we're done with the second part of the requirement as well. That's home folder, and now the roaming profile. So right click again, properties, sharing, select the path. As I said, we have done all those permissions in the start. So now it's everything like copy the path and doing on the domain. Sorry. So again, like we selected in the first for the home, so now it's for the roaming profile. Again select both users, properties, come here to profile, and this time select the profile path. Again paste, but for /, %, username, and %. So it's username, %. Apply. Okay. So same with the sales. Select both users. sorry, properties, profile path, /, percentage, username, percentage, apply and OK. So now it's time to test because we're done with all these parts. So just give me a second. Okay folks, so it's time to test. I have two clients. These are just domain joined computers. Nobody has logged into it. So let's start with one computer with the IT, the other one with the sales. So IT1. Okay, and start. Okay, here I'm gonna log in with sales 1. Login. Alright, let's see. It takes little time. Meanwhile on RDS, which is also on a file share server, gp update /force. It's more home. We can do it. Okay, client. We are back on client. Let's do CMT. Alright, so policy completed. Pushed. Now open this PC. Okay, so we can see the general drive, which was a requirement that every user should have this general drive, but only have access to their own departmental folder, and the other one is a home folder. So if I click on home folder, yes, I can access it. Create folder, put some text document in it and delete it. If it's working, yes, that permission is perfect. So that's for the home folder, private folder, and it's a general drive. Right click on it, double click, yeah, we can access it. It says I am logged in as an IT, so I should only have access to IT. Okay, sorry. So again, the properties. Okay. Let me check the permission. An RDS server or file server, so we can access the drive, we can see the content, but we cannot access the file inside it. So edit. okay, apply, okay. Let's check now. Yes. So I can access IT. Let me just put some thing in it again. Text file, yes. So same goes for the sales as well. As you can see, he has access to his home folder. He can create file, folder, he can create file, he can delete file. But if he'll go to this drive, he can access it, but he won't have access to the sales. As you can see. So again, sales, right click, properties, security, again, advanced, click here, go to edit and special permission, sorry, advanced, show advanced permissions, and here can list folder and read data. That's allow them to access their own folder. So apply, okay, and okay. So on the sales, double click, there we go. So as you can see, we can create folder, we can create file, we can delete file. But if the salesperson try to access the IT, he won't be able. He can see it, but he won't be able to access it. So that's the purpose of this general drive, that it's mapped to everyone in the organization or the workplace, but specific department, when user log in from sales or marketing, they can see all, but they only have access to their own folder. And later on, you can just do the cross folder access as well. So that's it. And in the home folder, as you can see, so everyone is having their own home folder, but they cannot access general drive other than their own allowed folder. So IT can access IT, but he can access sales. And the same goes for the sales guy, that he can access home, fine. General drive, he can only have access to sales, but not to IT. So that was the condition. So we got general home drive as well as home folder. And the last thing we need to test is the roaming profile. So let's go back here to the file server. That's the 3 folders that we started this video with, and that's the roaming profile. So like I said, if I double click, I can see the roaming profile by the name IT1.v6, sales1.v6, and many more if you have multiple departments. But normally we cannot access them. So let's see. Like I said, you can see both of these profiles of this IT guy and the sales1 guy. So you can see sales1.v6, IT1.v6, and if I try to open it now, you see, still don't have permission. So that's something that nobody shows you in a video how it's been done. Some says you have to take, and it's true that in order to get yourself an access to it, you have to enable inheritance. That's the only way to access it. Like I said before, the machine creates when the user log in and everything is done. It just comes up here because it's a path for that profile, nothing else. But we being an administrator, if something happens, if we want to see, or we've been told to look to the profile, what's inside, or whatever is the need, normally we cannot. Even if I apply the group policy, it's still not allowing me to have an access to it. Yeah. So, okay, what I need to do now is show another way. So on my, to my computer, let me log into it. Now this way, nobody shows you, even today, if you search, the most viewed video on the YouTube, nobody shows you how this permission is being taken. So okay, there is this tool, ACL is sub in ACL tool, that used to be from Microsoft, but they have deprecated it, so it's no more available. But you can search for it, and once you get it, all you need to install it. So let me copy this folder, copy, put it on a storage server. Sorry, it's not been selected. Copy. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me just copy it quickly. Okay, so I've copied it. Let me open it. So yeah, that's a tool. We need to run it on a server if it's a file or storage server. You know, if it's a Microsoft environment, you will definitely have a storage server with the, you know, multiple and big drives, whatever you call it. You guys know it as well. But we need to install this tool on it, or in other words, where your profiles are stored. So definitely it's gonna be a server, it's not gonna be a client computer. So let me run it. Next, accept, next. Yes, C drive. That's the path. 86 Windows Resource Toolkit. Fair enough. Install it. Finish. So now what we need to do, I need to open up a PowerShell. Okay, PowerShell. And let me go to C drive. Okay, let me check the path first. 86. Source get. Tools. Copy this path and put it in a PowerShell here. Sorry. CD2. Let me just maximize it. File 36. Okay, and then the name of this is CD Windows source get. Okay, so I'm in that folder. Refer to TIR CD tools TIR. There we are. Okay, so once you are in that folder using PowerShell script, we need to run this command. I was just checking the documentation and they have shown these commands. Yeah. So let me just first copy this command. Copy. And paste it here. Well, what I need to do, I need to replace this part till the username dot name, which is dot v6. Go back to using mouse, and what I need to do first, I need to put this part. Okay, so move here, see, run on profile, select it, and that's the profile path on the storage server where I'm just running this PowerShell script. So okay, where is it? There we are. So right click. So I pasted that, followed by the username. So in my case, it's right click. You can just do this way as well. Copy it and come here. Sorry, minimize it and just paste it here. So that's for the one user. It's per user basis. So I select the one user. Okay, it says right. Okay, it says command not found. Why it's saying this? Right, so let me just do small. Command sub in ACL. Alright, so okay, why it's not taking? Just let me check. Alright guys, so I was just checking it, the command, and I just applied for one. Actually, if you look at this error, it says that sub in ACL is not recognized as the name of the commandlet function, script file, or operation. Check the spelling name. So with little digging, I just run this command and it was running fine. So I just run it this way. The command is same, but before I was just running this command. It didn't work. So now I just run it as an exe and then the rest of my profile. So it came up with done 1, modified 1, failed 0, syntax 0. So if this is for just it1.v6. So if I go here and click here, continue. So as you can see, why I can't see anything? Because the user is still logged in. So let me go here and sign him out first. Right, so right click and sign out. And now if I check it, I'll have access to his profile. So refresh it. There you can see. So now I have access to his profile. And same is the case with this one. Since it's a VM environment, so for power saving, the machine goes to, after it's a default setting for the Windows operating system. If it's like, signing out after inactivity. So let me just sign him back and sign him out as well. Okay. Right click here and sign him out. So that's just for this one user, right? So we need to run the same command for the other user, and let me check the username. So we can just alter the command only then. Sales1, fair enough, sale1. So I'll just put the upper arrow key of my keyboard, come here, and I just type replace IT with sale, because the username is sale1.v6 and the rest everything fine. All I just included this / running script. So let me click enter. Sorry, again. There we go. So done 1, modified 1, failed 0, syntax 0. So now since the user is logged out, I should have access to his profile as well. Cell 1, first time when you click it, it will throw you error, but if you click continue, it will allow you. As you can see, if I say continue, it allows me. So I have now access to his profile. So this is something nobody shows, nobody have even shown on the videos. You can search on a YouTube or you won't see it. So this way we can have access to it, and it's not even disrupting his permission. He is still able to log in, log out easily. And even I can test the roaming profile as well, lastly, to show you. So I'll log in as an IT1 here and then sign out and log in on this client too as an IT1, but I'll put something on a desktop. So this is the last thing of this video to test the roaming profile. Okay, so what I need to do, alright, so I'll just put some document here, folder. I just say IT, rename it IT desktop folder. So this user is IT1, he is logged into client 1 and he has put the folder on his desktop. Now just imagine that user now goes to some other department and log in from their computer under the same domain. So we'll have access to this same desktop. Let me show you. Right click and sign out. So user IT1 is signed out from client 1 machine. See, he signed out. So this is client 2 machine, and here I will log in as an IT1 user. IT1 and user login. It will take some time to load his profile on this computer, and then we can see the same desktop he has on his previous computer. So guys, you can see he's been logged into client 2 and he still have access to the same desktop that he had previously on here. So that's how we use the roaming profile. So if you look at this document, we have achieved the objective, which was having a general drive, having subfolders, and then each user have their own permission of the subfolder, but they can view it. And then we have one roaming profile that we have tested it, and home folder, and that was bonus that I've shown you how to access the roaming profile of the users even on the server 2022, so that nobody shows. So anyways, my channel name says let's learn together, so everything here is for the learning and like growing together. So I hope you like this video, and if you like, so please do like, share, subscribe my channel and leave me comments so I can come up with something better, because it's an open channel, it's everyone's channel, whoever is keen to learn and to see something different from what others doing. So that's a little effort. So anyways guys, thank you for watching and see you in next video. Bye bye.